This is a quick video on my experience today at Firestone. Today, their staff this was completely fraudulent, and I'm very upset because it's a safety issue. So to start off, I had bought a used Lexus, and I noticed something off with the brakes. So the original plan was just to start with the brake check. In that whole process, I said, well, might as well do the oil change, might as well go ahead and get a lifetime alignment. Um, and you know, there were concerning Yelp reviews, and I had my own experience in the past about this. And I left a couple of reviews about my concerns about Firestone in the past, but I'm very old and I'm very forgetful. So anyway, I end up going back because I say, oh well, they have a lifetime alignment. We'll just take it back there. So here's what happened today. I had called them, and on the phone, the person I told him about the brakes, and he goes, "Oh yeah, we're running this promotion. It's $9.99 right here, and we're gonna check your suspension, we're gonna check your tires, we're gonna check your brakes, we're gonna do it all as a promotion we're running. It's only $9.99. Okay, that's great. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I had them do that. I won't go over the oil here. It's not why I'm writing this video or doing this video. The alignment service, I'll get back to that. This was my main driver, okay? And when I picked up the car, the person told me that, yeah, we checked your brakes, everything checks out. This is really weird. I told him, well, it's kind of weird because I had to smash down the brakes and all that just to get it to work. And he told me, oh yeah, it's your fluids. We can get your fluids done today for $90. I'm like, really? I mean, anyway, I was in a situation where I had to smash down the brakes to get to work, and you could hear the wobble wobble noise, and I told them all this. But anyway, that I had ended up taking it to another place, and the other place told me that they took off the wheels. They showed me the rotors needed to be replaced in the back. Not only does the brake pads, but the rotors in the rear needed to be replaced. And I don't know how you missed that. That's my biggest concern with this experience. But I had a lot more. It gets worse. Um, so they they ended up one of the other reasons was the tires need to be rotated because there's more tread on the back than the front, and the front wears out more. So I told them to rotate it. He told me, looked me right in the eye, and said he did the rotation. When I got home, I checked it. They did not do the rotation. There's a big gap between the front and the back, right? So the front is a lot more worn than the back. So did not do that. They told me they did. That never happened. Also, at the other place I went to, they showed me the CV boot was leaking. They actually took me out there and showed me your CV boot is leaking and needs to be replaced. Okay, there's another problem. Well, I paid for the suspension, and you couldn't miss it. When you're doing an inspection, well, you're going to look at the CV boot because that's a common problem. They didn't even do that, right? And alignment symptoms, I never got the alignment symptom sheet when I've never had it where they didn't do a printout where it's green, red, and shows me all that. When I got there, he just told me, "Hey, your alignment checks out okay. My printer machine is down. I can't print it out for you." Okay, so that was a little bit unusual for this experience, but that happened. It gets worse. Vehicle inspection, $21.99. They never inspected my car. I take this to be the state inspection because this is how much they charge for state inspections, about $20. I have no idea what this charge is other than to say they charged me for an inspection that never occurred. My vehicle is up to par because I paid for the registration sticker. You can't get the registration sticker unless you pass inspection, and it's I'm good for until July 2025. Right, today is year 20, November 2024, so I'm good for 8 more months. So they charged me this, and this is bullcrap. They're just throwing in anything they can. It gets worse. Under alignment, they told me the alignment is $209 on the phone. When I checked out, now remind you, they did not have this printed out. This was one of the few times. I don't recall ever going there where they didn't have this printed out and going over with me. So this guy, he just told me, yeah, I'm going to email you a receipt. So what you're seeing here is an email copy. So here it is, steering angle sensor, $20. Never told me why he needed to do that or why he had to charge me for that. Never told me, never explained this to me. Um, this bull crap fees, this $99, they never did any of this, right? They never did any of this, right? And see if headlights can be adjusted and advised. They never, they never did that either. Never went over with me. I got home, my headlights, the lights were off, and they never did anything. They never said, "Hey, we can't do it. We can do it. We can charge you." Never did any of that. They didn't do any of this, and they're throwing in bullcrap fees. This is bullcrap fees. I have no idea what this is. Um, so, I'll go back to the oil change. So previously at this location, you know a good oil change when you've had it changed, right? I've had a situation where I was like, I just don't think they changed. I told my wife this. This was about 2 years back. I said, I don't think they changed my oil. It just doesn't feel like it's different. Usually when you get an oil change, you feel the engine more smooth. When you gas it, you'll feel a little bit more smooth. I didn't have that feeling. I've been driving for 35 years now, and I've never had this feeling. So anyway, first time I said, okay, well maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. So now I'm starting to wonder, right? And I really should have checked the oil the first time. Now I'm really starting to wonder, but I read a few of the Yelp reviews. There are other complaints of this place not doing and doing work that they're charging for you. They're charging you for work that they didn't do. I'm sorry. They're charging you for work they didn't do. There are other Yelp reviews. So this location is on 2300 Palm Valley Boulevard, Round Rock, Texas. Here's their location. So if you're in Central Texas, this is the one you want to avoid. I'm just not going to go to Firestone anymore. I'm not going to go. I'm not doing it no more. This was so egregious. I just lost all confidence in Firestone. And just reading the other Yelp reviews, they don't have. I think they have 2 stars. It's now, granted, a lot of mechanic shops have a lot of these places like NTB, Firestone, etc. Those brand places gonna have low stars. The better ones are the more mom and pop shop. They're gonna have 4 or 5 stars. I'm gonna pay extra to go to the mom and pop shops because these guys are under, I'm guessing, under sales pressure. That's my guess. I don't know that to be true, but my guess is they're throwing these charges in because they need to meet their quota. So they're trying to get everything in there. Like I said, he's trying to upsell me for the brake fluid, $90. I'm like, that boggles the mind. I knew something was wrong when he told me that, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But when I went to the second store and they showed me all this stuff, I'm like, it's very upsetting. Anyways, I plan to contact I left the Yelp review. I'll leave that in the comments. I plan to contact their corporate office. I plan to contact, if depending on how that goes, I'll go to one of my options is Better Business Bureau and the state consumer agency here in Texas. I'll contact them if I need to do it on a federal level because Firestone is international. I'm sorry, interstate rather, not international. I might go to the federal consumers department, and with the story, it's not right. He put my life in danger, put my safety of my kids in danger. Total BS. That thing needed a new brake and rotors. If it were not for a safety issue, I might not have let this go. But we're talking about CV boot leaking, telling me that my brakes don't need, everything's fine for my brakes. Tire rotation that wasn't done, right? That they told me was done. And it gets worse. There's rotation right here. He looked me right in the eye and told me my tires were rotated. They rotated. When I got home, again, they didn't even rotate the tires. They didn't do any of this stuff. And they told me they did. And again, they're just charging me for bullcrap stuff. So I said a mouthful. Thank you for watching my video. I will post an update on the description on how this goes. I appreciate your time.